Hello Minecraft world, it's Ironside here again for part 2 of Ironsides Hardcore World, and 2 of my duck-shaped chickens have escaped. Never mind, if you missed part 1, I will put a link to it in the description of this video. Part 1 was talking about how I set up my little safe base down here in my hardcore world using iron doors, because somebody told me that zombies in hardcore worlds can smash their way through wooden doors.
Yes, that was me.
That was Garfish. I've got Garfish off to my left here.
Hello.
Hello. But today we're talking about my mob spawner. This is what we're looking at here, the mob spawner. At the bottom here we have hoppers that feed into chests. Above those hoppers is a 22 or 3 block... Oh no! I thought I was going to record my...
sudden death!
My mob spawner getting blown up there.
With you in it, which would probably have killed you, resulting in you having to start this whole Let's Play again.
Okay, let's just do that so I don't accidentally blow this thing up before I get a chance to show you what's going on here. The reason...
just had to start again.
It's crazy. The reason it is a 23 or 2 block fall is the mobs nearly die. The purpose being they only take 1 or 2 hits to kill. I get the XP, and the stuff they drop falls into those hoppers, which feeds into the chests. Underneath, so the main body of the mob spawner is actually all the way up there, about 24 blocks up there at least, and also up there it goes through the roof like that and goes on the other side, and I'll show you that in a minute. But before we go up there, underneath, these are my strip mines. The reason I mine underneath the mob spawner is the more time I spend underneath my mob spawner, the more mobs will spawn and fall down this hole onto the hoppers, perish, drop their gear for me to gather.
You're a big fan of those little miney things.
I am a big fan of little strip mines. I like everything to be neat and tidy. Up here is the mob spawner itself. Now I'm just throw my diamond pickaxe away because they're overrated. Okay, I'll just grab something to eat, because as soon as I go in there, it's going to be on. There's going to be mobs everywhere. So this here is the mob spawner, and I'll just sort of... What I'm going to do, so I don't accidentally end myself, is put a couple of blocks, alright, just there, then if that's what's going to work. There and there.
And one over there, apparently.
No, that'll do. That'll do. And the idea is because down here is the entrance to the pit I was telling you about. That's the 23 or 4 block drop. So if I drop down there, it'll be about the end of me. Let me build a little bit of a step ladder up here. This is the mob spawner. Up the top here we have spawning platforms. They are 2 blocks wide so that spiders will spawn, because they require 2 blocks wide before they will spawn. There is water channeling its way into the middle here, which then channels... I nearly fell off there. Wouldn't that be a complete disaster? You'd get to see the end of Ironside's Hardcore World video series by him falling in his own mob trap. That'd be hilarious.
You've nearly done that twice now.
Yeah, I know. This water channels... The mobs spawn here, fall in here, water channels them to here, which then channels them down the hole where they nearly perish. I finish them off, get the XP, their stuff falls in the hoppers for me to gather. This here is my mob spawner. This half of it here is above the farm. This half of it here is above my strip mines. So if I'm in my strip mines, mobs will spawn up here. If I'm over working on my farms, mobs will spawn up here. What do you reckon, Garfish?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That is the mob spawner. Now,
as long as you don't fall in it, die, and have to start
exactly
again.
right. I'm out of here. I am out of here, because that's the problem with these hardcore worlds. You only get 1 crack at it. So before I disappear in there, I need to get rid of that block, and I will remove these 2 blocks here to free up the flow of water this way. 1, 2, there it is. All water leads to doom. In this case, there go my little blocks down the mob spawner.
Well, you can go down and pick them up.
I'll go down and get them out of the chest. So going back down again, just to recap, they fall down that hole I showed you, all the way down here into, or onto these hoppers rather. So in here we should find a couple of stone blocks. Look, there's a couple there.
Wow, someone dropped a golden helmet.
Yeah, we've
I guess
all
that's
sorts
a
of things.
zombie.
There's a leather helmet. There's an enchanted bow that's found at one of
That
them.
would probably be a skeleton.
Yeah, that's it.
Speaking of which, there's one now.
There's one now. Is it a skeleton or somewhere? Yeah, it is a
skeleton.
So as you can see, they nearly die. It only takes One hit to finish him off. One hit to finish him off. I get the XP and... Oh. Right. Quick. Repair. Repair. So there you go. I have no idea why that blew up without any sort of warning. But there you go. Have I repaired it? Probably not enough, have I? Okay. No. So now you get to see me repair my mob. Oh my god, even my chest blew out. I better stick something. It's all gone horribly wrong. I need some. There we go. I need some slabs. Let's put some slabs about. So anyway, that's the idea. Now, of course, if you don't want creepers blowing up in your mob spawner... The idea is
not that they will blow up. The idea is that they will not blow up and that they will fall down there and go into the chest.
Exactly right. Now, the reason I have got these... Oh, my goodness. There's another one. That one at least died on the way down. If you don't want to take the risk of them blowing up and blowing your mob spawner to bits like I obviously have, then... I would just set this one block lower. That'd be 24 block fall. They would die every time. I wouldn't get the XP, but the stuff would still filter into these two chests here. Now, have I picked up the chest or did it end up anywhere particular? Because I need to replace that other chest. Alright, so to finish the video, I will just quickly repair my mob spawner by finding another chest. Look at all the resources I have gathered just from digging this stinking great cave out down here. There really isn't going to be another chest, is there? Alright, I'll do that in my own time, just so I'm not wasting the Minecraft world's time.
There's another... Oh, I've just spotted a problem. There's a hole behind that one spawner.
Because the creeper blew a hole in it. That's what's going on. But that's the idea, and you can see it works fairly effectively. I think in the future... Go on, Garfish.
How does it go with witches?
Now, witches don't die. They take 4 or 5 hits. It's a good question. Witches, because they're considerably tougher than everything else, fall down the hole, but they don't die. Even on a 24 block fall, a witch will not die. You have to hit them quite a few times. I don't know. Let's go check. There's something in armor or something. Yeah, it was just a zombie. So there it is. I will stop the video in just a second and repair the mob spawner. I think when I repair it, I might actually make it 1 block further, the fall, so that I don't take the risk of blowing things up. In a hardcore world, it's probably not a risk I should be taking. But there it is, the mob spawner, Ironcraft's Hardcore World, Part 2. So, for now, it's bye from...
Garfish.
And it's bye from Ironside. Ladies and gentlemen, Minecraft World, Ironside out.